What's the story, Morning Glory? What's the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this review of Love and Marriage Huntsville Season 8, Episode 5, Waiting to Ex-Wife. So we are still at the meeting between Destiny and Moses. Now, I'm not exactly clear on why they decided to meet. I don't know if it was for closure or if Moses got a lot of pressure from Marceau and Maurice to get Destiny's blessing on his marriage to Sunny, and that's the reason why they're having this meeting, because it would be stupid for Moses to think that Destiny would give her stamp of approval or her blessing to his marriage to Sunny when Destiny felt like Moses and Sunny both betrayed her. So I know he's not seeking no damn approval or blessing from Destiny on that part. So I'm not sure why exactly they're meeting, but if that's the reason why he's meeting up with Destiny, then he's a fool. But anyways, here we go. So I think Moses was lying for a lot of this meeting. He looked uncomfortable. He couldn't make his eye contact with Destiny was weak. Destiny did not lose eye contact with him. She was staring that man right deep down into his soul. And he would look at her, then he would look away. His eyes were really shifty. So I think there were parts of this where Moses was definitely lying. For example, when they were talking about whether or not Moses ended everything with Destiny before he started a relationship with Sunny, I think he lied about that. I think that the relationships did overlap. I think that Destiny was right when she was insinuating that Moses was cheating on her with Sunny. I think that maybe in Moses' mind, he thought that they were officially over because they were going through problems or whatever. Because he kept on complaining about how Destiny did not make him a priority, or he felt like he was not a priority. Destiny says something about how she had to maintain a business because she had a child to take care of and he wasn't giving her any money anymore. He stopped helping her out financially. So she had to make it do what it do, to take care of her child and, to keep her business going. So she could make him a priority because he stopped giving her money at some point. So then she also complained about him not taking care of her son or not helping her with her son, which I understand that if you are dating a woman who's got children, you can't ignore the children. You have to, provide for the children as well. But the little boy has a dad, right? So where's LeBeric? I know she wasn't depending. She could not have been depending on Moses to help take care of her son. Maybe he stopped doing the little things, maybe for the child. Maybe that's what she was talking about. But I know she cannot be talking about how he has some type of a responsibility to take care of her son when her son has a whole entire father by the name of LeBeric. Destiny, go take that argument up with LeBeric. So as far as the financial support stopping, maybe he thought when he stopped giving her money, the relationship was over. I don't know. I think in his mind, he had made up his mind that he was over with Destiny, but I don't think he sat down and had an official conversation with her about telling her, hey, I met somebody else, or I want to be with somebody else, or I don't want to be with you. So let's just end it here. Destiny said they told her 2 days before their wedding that they were together, which was foul. But then Sunny had also said that she was trying to call Destiny, but Destiny was not picking up the phone when she was trying to tell Destiny about her relationship with LeBeric. I mean, not LeBeric, with Moses. That also, the fact that they were trying so hard, or the fact that Sunny was trying so hard to get in contact with Destiny to explain to Destiny that she was with Moses now, made me feel like there could be some truth in what Destiny was saying, that they probably were doing things behind Destiny's back. Now, the thing that I don't believe is that I don't believe that Destiny and Sunny were like Ace Boon Coon. I don't think that their friendship was as deep or as strong as Destiny wants to make it out to be. I think that as her producer, Sunny got to be very close with Destiny. I think Destiny shared a lot with Sunny because I think that, her guard was down and she felt like that she could be transparent with Sunny. Um, and Sunny had to do whatever she had to do to make Destiny feel comfortable to confide in her, because Sunny has a job to do. She has to kind of sift through the things about Destiny's life that is worth putting on television, that is worth putting together for a storyline for Destiny. And she had to build up that trust with Destiny for Destiny to share so much of her life with her. And I think Destiny mistook all of that for, oh, we're friends. We are friends till the end. This is my best friend. I love her. I confide in her. I think that it wasn't that. I think that it was basically for the sake of the job and for the sake of the show. Um, Sunny made herself that much available to Destiny, and I think Destiny kind of mistook it for a real friendship. I don't think their friendship was that deep. Um, she said that he was trying to. Okay, Destiny also said, because y'all, Destiny was talking about something about how Moses was trying to get her pregnant from day one. That's not something that I would want to admit on camera. Like, that is not a flex. That is nothing to talk about or to brag about or to bring up in a public setting. That this dude that you were seeing was trying to get you pregnant from day one. There's nothing about that screams commitment. I don't know why people think because some dude wants to have a baby with you that this somehow translates to everlasting love and commitment and a real relationship. If a man wants to be with you in that way, like he wants you to be his partner for life, he would marry you, not try to get you pregnant. Maybe he just wants to have a baby. Maybe he was trying to get her knocked up because he himself wanted a child. Maybe there were some qualities about Destiny that he wanted to pass on to his own child. I don't know, but it's just not a flex to be like, well, you were trying to get me pregnant since day one. That doesn't mean that he wanted to be with you. That doesn't mean that he was head over heels in love with you. Maybe he just like, well, you make a great mom because I see how you are with your son. So if I was going to have any more children, I want to have them with you because you're a great mom. Evidently, clearly, because of how things worked out, it did mean that he wanted to be with her forever. So I was like kind of ashamed that Destiny would even bring that up. So as far as our relationship, I think the relationships overlapped. I don't think that Destiny and Sunny were real friends like that. I think, Destiny was misunderstanding that relationship, or Destiny possibly wants to portray their relationship, her and Sunny's relationship, as some type of a deep friendship so that she can garner more sympathy from the viewers so people can feel more sorry for her, to be like, oh my God, you were betrayed by your best friend. And maybe that makes a juicier storyline for her. But I don't think it was like that. So let's move on now to Trisha and Tisha. So they are meeting at the gym because Trisha has agreed to be Tisha's trainer. And so not much really happened in this scene. They talked about how Trisha knew Martell and Martell's brother. What's his brother's name? Montrez, I think, who's back in prison. We found out he's back in prison. So they talk about that, like how do all these people know each other? Letitia thought that Marcel was friends with Ken, which is Trisha's current boyfriend, but he's actually friends with her estranged husband. He's not friends with Ken, he's friends with her estranged husband. So then the conversation goes towards that. Like, why is he still your estranged husband if you are already starting a new relationship with Ken? And this is where I find out that Trisha and her estranged husband have not even filed for divorce. Now, before, I was giving Trisha the benefit of the doubt, the fact why her divorce is not final. I thought maybe they had filed for divorce and they were, trying to hammer out the details of their divorce decree. And maybe there's been some disagreements, some bumping heads or whatever. So there's a lot of stuff to work out regarding finances and children and custody. That's what I thought. I thought that was the reason why she wasn't officially divorced from her husband. But coming to find out, they haven't even filed for divorce. So now I'm looking at her kind of crazy, like, you talk about this man like he made your life a living hell. He brought out the worst in you. You were losing family members left and right, and your own husband wasn't even there to support you. But you're still hanging on to this marriage? Like, I don't understand. So that was the most interesting part about this particular scene, was finding out that and Trish and her husband haven't even filed for divorce yet. Moving on from there, let's talk about Melody. So Melody's having a pink pajama party sleepover with her real friends, not these fake people that she's on the show with. And they talk about, her and her friends talk about um, Melody dating. And like, why isn't she dating? Why is she so picky with men? She could have already been in a relationship by now. She wasn't so picky about men's teeth and how they dress and how tall they are, or the fact that they're from Africa or whatever. So finally, Melody tells her friend, she's like, look, it's not that I'm that picky or those kind of things bother me. It's just that I'm really not ready to date. So I use all of those, things that I'm picky about, I use that as like a defense mechanism or as a way to avoid dating. She goes, I'm not in that space right now in my life where I want to be in a relationship, where I want to date. Right now, I'm just trying to heal from my toxic relationship with Martell and trying to help my children heal as well from their parents breaking up. So my kids are my priority right now. I'm not trying to find no damn man. I don't care about finding a man. I'm just here for my kids. So if that's the truth, then I totally commend Melody for that, because it is really refreshing to hear a woman talk about how she's making her kids a priority, and she's going to put her own wants and needs to the side to make sure that, her kids are good, and to make sure that she's in a state of mind where she is ready to start something new with somebody else. And she also says that because of the fact that her and Martell are their relationship is so acrimonious, her married friends, i.e., the other women on this damn show, they're going to have to pick a side. Now, the other men and women on this show, they're going to have to pick a side between her and Martell. She's not going to go for, well, we're going to be friends with both of y'all. She's not going to go for that. She says they're going to have to pick a side. Moving on from there. Stormy. So speaking of picking sides, Stormy decides to invite Martell and Trisha to her home because she wants to ask them if they are willing to be models for her upcoming event. She has a friends and lovers party or something, and so she wants both Trisha and Martell to be models because out of everybody on this cast, they have the best physique. And that's why she invited them over. So Trisha is there first. And then eventually Martell shows up. And when Martell shows up, he acts like he doesn't know Trisha. And we know that Trisha knows Martell. She knows him very well because they went to school together many eons ago. So she knows him and he knows her. But for whatever reason, Martell wants to play like he doesn't know Trish. So Stormy's, and Martell is acting really funny, which is making Trish act funny because I guess Trish was like, well, he's going to act like I don't know him, that we don't know each other. So she didn't know what to do. So she comes off acting kind of funny. And so Stormy was like, what the hell is going on between y'all? Like, what is this? And because of the fact that Martell was so secretive and being so weird about his history with Trish, it made it seem like he was hiding something, or that they were both hiding something about their past. That's what it made it seem like. Nonetheless, they both agreed to be a part of her event. And Martell talks about, well, he's been kind of slacking in the gym department, so he's not as cut as he once was. And after he left, Stormy suggests to Trish, why don't you train him since you are a trainer? And Trish agreed to do that. She goes, I don't normally train men, but for you, Stormy, I'll go ahead and train Martell. Moving on from that, Moses and Sunny. So Moses is telling Sunny about his meeting with Destiny. And the first thing that Sunny wants to know is, how was Destiny dressed? And I was like, okay, so you think that Destiny still wants your man. Okay. So maybe, she thought that maybe Destiny had on her freakum dress at this meeting and that she was trying to entice or seduce Moses or something. And Moses was like, I don't know what the hell she was wearing. I wasn't paying attention. So Moses said that Destiny talked about how she was betrayed by both of them. And Sunny was still adamant about, I did not betray her because me and her were not friends. If anything, I was the one that was pouring into her cup. I was always there for her. And if she was such a good friend, if we were such good friends, then what did she do for me? She wasn't pouring anything into my cup. She don't even know my full name, doesn't know the name of my friends, doesn't know my family members, doesn't know this, doesn't know where I'm from, where I was born. She don't know nothing about me, but she claims that me and her were BFFs. So Sunny is still adamant about the fact that they were not really friends. They talk about when Moses and Sunny started, like when their relationship started. So Moses said how, and of course, okay, let's get back to that. So they talk about when did their relationship start and when did his relationship with Destiny end. And Sunny, she still thinks that or believes that or wants us to believe that when they started, Moses and Destiny were through and they were done. Moses said how Destiny felt like Moses did her wrong. So he also brings up the fact that, because me and Destiny had known each other for so long, it hurt even more that this happened, that, she thinks that I betrayed her like this and we had known each other for so long. And then Sunny says, well, what I had going on wasn't even a real relationship. You were just, this is what I thought she said. Okay. This is what I thought she said. And I could be wrong. I thought Sunny said That Destiny wants to make it look like you and her were in a real relationship, but y'all weren't. You were just flying her out to your city so y'all could hunch or hook up or get together. And then you would fly her back when you were done with her. And not only that, but she was one of many that you were flying out to come see you when your main woman wasn't in town. That's what it seemed like she was saying. I could be wrong. And I did rewind that a couple of times to hear it again. And it seems like she was saying that it wasn't a real relationship. You were just flying her out to use her or just, to sleep with her. And then you flew her back and she was one of many. And, you would have all these women come see you when your main woman wasn't around. Okay, if that's true, Sonny, that's something that I would have definitely kept to myself because now you're dating a man who would act that low and that trashy. Not dating, married to a man that would treat women like that. That would be flying women in and out of his city whenever his main girlfriend was out of town just to use them for sex. And you married a man like that, Sonny. So what does that say about you, honey? Maybe she didn't say that. Maybe I misunderstood or misheard. Maybe I misunderstood because I was like, girl, I would not be admitting that. I would not be admitting that my man, of course, Sunny wants to believe, oh, he's not like that anymore. He's changed. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. I mean, for you to admit that, to try to maybe they're talking about somebody else. It wasn't even about maybe they were talking about somebody else, not Moses. I don't know, y'all. Moving on to Trish and Ken. So it's her birthday. It's Trish's birthday, and Ken has cooked this really nice romantic dinner. He's presented her with a really nice gift, which was a bracelet. And he basically is like, I'm giving you a bracelet now, but at some point I want to give you, another type of piece of jewelry. I want to give you a ring. So what's up with us getting engaged? And she says that she's not ready for that, or it's kind of, it freaks her out to think about marriage. But before we even get to that conversation, I forgot something. She was telling Ken about her meeting with Stormy and Martell, and she tells Ken that when Martell saw me, he acted like he didn't know who I was, which was really strange. And Ken did not like this because Ken was like, well, for him to want to hide the fact that he knew you and he's been knowing you for years makes it seem like y'all are hiding something. He wants to make it seem like y'all might have had something going on in the past and, he's trying to hide that. So I'm going to have a word with Martell and let him know that's just not right. You're not going to do my girl like that. So yeah, exactly. He made it seem more suspicious than what it needed to be. But then again, your girl, Trish, didn't make it any better. Because when Martell came to Stormy's house and acted like he didn't know who Trish was, then Trisha should have been like, Martell, why are you acting like you don't know me? We graduated together. We went to the same school together. I know your brother. I know your whole family, as you know mine. Like, why are you acting like this? Why are you acting so weird? That's what I would have been like if it was me. But Trish was just kind of like not saying much of anything and kind of acting weird herself. So I get where Ken is coming from, that Martell made it seem like it was more than what it was. And yeah, he says he's gonna have a word. And as far as them getting married, Trish says she's, the thought of getting married just absolutely scares her. And Ken was like, and the fact that you haven't even gotten a divorce or you haven't even filed for divorce, it makes me think that you want to keep that door open with your estranged husband. Like you feel like at some point, if things don't go well with us, you're gonna want that old thing back and go right back to him. And that's why you haven't filed for divorce. You're like, I need to know what's up with that. So yeah, Ken was asking some very good questions regarding that. Trish, I need to know, why haven't you filed? I understand that divorce is going to take forever. Why haven't you filed for divorce? What's up with that? Anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. On your way out, please don't forget to rate the video if you like this content, subscribe to my channel, and I'll definitely talk to you later.